let's go through some particular people in the organization and say what they could be thankful for. Starting with Kyle Shanahan. I think there's a few things he could be thankful for. One, the fact that the Browns didn't hire Robert Saleh last year and they got another year with Robert Saleh. That's always nice. It's like having another head coach on the team. In fact, sometimes I feel like Robert Saleh is the head coach of the 49ers. That's good. The other thing that I think is sneaky that he should be thankful for today in particular is how bad Tom Brady's playing recently. You know, Kyle, that was one thing that he would have to answer for at the end of the year. Injuries or not, you decided you didn't want Tom Brady, and Jimmy Garoppolo fell apart. So he had to be absolutely right that Tom Brady was old and on the way down. And recently it's looking like he was right. So that's good for Kyle. He doesn't have to answer that question.
Yeah, and it's looking like Kyle was right and you and I were wrong.
Yeah.
So he gets Schadenfreude. He gets the fact that he made the right decision, stuck to his guns, and Iggy and Lowell were probably dead wrong on this. And, you know, if I were him, I'd giggle a little.
Absolutely. Oh, you thought you knew better than me?
Right.
Thought you knew better than me? All right.
Yeah.
How you like him now? Your 44-year-old quarterback. What do you think Jimmy Garoppolo has to be thankful for right now? It's been a pretty grim year for him, starting with the Super Bowl loss.
That's a tough question.
I could start.
Please do.
Well, I think he should be thankful for the fact that he can leave. He wasn't drafted here. There are other teams that like him, namely the Patriots, and he can go start over somewhere else. I think that's probably gives him hope and a positive outlook.
You know, I'm going to say something else because we don't often think about the economic aspects of professional sports. But if I were Jimmy Garoppolo, I'd feel pretty happy that I'm set for life right now. And Iggy, he's set for a luxurious, right?
His kids are set for life.
It's not only him, but generations to come. I would like to have set you up like that. You know what I mean?
It's nice. I mean, the Niners decided they didn't like him anymore, and he got hurt. But at least they decided to give him all that money after just 5 starts. That's something to always be thankful for. When he's 80 and he's toasting to the good life, he'd have to say, Jed, thank you so much for needing so little evidence before you gave me all this money. Everyone thanks Jed. Thank you, Jed York. Good for Jimmy.
I'm going to say one other thing about Jimmy.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know him, but I think he can be thankful that people like him. My impression is that Jimmy Garoppolo is a bona fide nice man. He's a good guy and a good teammate and a good competitor. And you know what, Jimmy, I'm thankful that you're that way, and I think you can feel the same.
I think Alex Smith was similar. Everyone liked Alex Smith.
Alex Smith is a really, really good guy. One time I was interviewing him, and he was so sweet. It's a weird, strange word to use, but he was so sweet. And I said, you know, Alex, you're the quarterback of this team, but you're really just a regular guy. And he goes, Lowell, I'm a regular guy. And you know, Iggy, he is.
He is. He must have been 22 when he gave you that interview. I remember that. He was real young still, and he wasn't doing so well. And he was trying to be the face of the franchise. It was tough.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He has a lot to be thankful for, but you know, he's not a Niner right now. I want to add one thing.
Sure.
That the players and the whole organization can be thankful for.
Yeah.
That they have Shanahan and Saleh.
Yes, absolutely.
I think, you know, these are, look, everybody has flaws. These are 2 top-of-the-line coaches.
No question.
And there is no scandal, no gossip attached to them. As far as I can tell, they're exemplary people. They're the kind of people you want coaching your local franchise. So I think they're both really good at what they do and really good guys. And it's what the 49ers want. You know, they used to say we win with class. You know, this year, I don't know that they're winning with class, but they're playing with class. They're competing with class, and they're competing. So I think the organization can be proud of those too.
I got some overdue thanks. Some thanks that's overdue from the entire team. For Joe Staley. Joe Staley retired this year, and the Niners gave him a great send-off, but they also brought in Trent Williams. And, you know, the head coach, Kyle, is much more familiar with Trent Williams than Joe. I mean, he inherited Joe. He drafted Trent Williams, and when they brought in Trent Williams, they're like, this guy is the best player of all time. You know what? Joe Staley maybe wasn't physically as good as Trent Williams, but he was the leader of the whole franchise. And when he left, there was a leadership void that couldn't be filled by any person, any player, any coach. And when Joe Staley realized that his absence was causing that big of an issue, he was calling George Kittle and trying to coach him through being a leader. I mean, he's that invested in this franchise that he would do things like that for free after he's retired. That's pretty special.
So that's another thing that the Niners can be thankful for on this week.
That they had Joe Staley.
And they still have Joe Staley.
Yeah. Working pro bono for them.
Working pro bono as sort of a mentor and a good spirit.